Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Okay, I gotta wait until they do the thing. There it is. Keeping Wera down here is gonna be jjonga. Jjonga. Now take a look-see here. Whoa. Why are you guys both making pylons at the bottom part of your base?
Both of them making it outside of the actual base.
This is already off to such a weird start.
And Keeping Wera sees that proxy pylon.
Now what's he going to do?
3 probes are coming out right now. Do you think he can take out the pylon before Gateway can warp in?
Yeah, but you got to be careful because, you know, he can also make gateways and just cancel. There's this weird trick you can actually do where you can keep making the pylons and the gateways, and the amount of probes that, as you can see, our red player's sending out, he's not mining very much compared to what we see here. You can actually force the guy to just keep canceling and rebuilding stuff.
Yeah, that is pretty huge to have such a half economy this so early in the game. But losing that, he just lost the pylon right there. He's building another one, but I don't know if it's going to be able to get up in time to be able to produce a Zealot from this gateway.
What's funny is that the amount of minerals that these probes can mine is more than 100 minerals for a pylon. This is a very, very high-level trick. A lot of people don't know about it, but essentially you can keep making this stuff, and usually what the trick is that you cancel it, but they're both going to get a Zealot out. Now remember, look at the probes here. He's not even making, well, he's not even chrono boosting his probes out right now. Meanwhile, so at the unit counting station, 13 probes for our yellow player, jjonga, or 12 probes for him, but half the probes here aren't mining. The Zealot's on the way out. Is he going to make another pylon? He needs to make another pylon. There's one Zealot's out too, so he can actually defend.
Zealot versus a Zealot. The shields of jjonga's Zealot are completely gone. His gateway is full health, but the pylon powering that gateway has just gone down right before his Zealot was going to come out to make the armies almost even.
And now he's going to go for the probes up here. Meanwhile, he's making more pylons over here. He's going to take out the, oh my God, he's going to take out the Zealots, the probes over here. He's going to have to run. He's going to send another Zealot over here. Meanwhile, he's just trying to get rid of these pylons. All he has to do is keep on running, because as long as the probes aren't mining, he's not making money.
He's not making any money, but also jjonga is not really producing any more Zealots. The gateway just came back up from being unpowered. Zealot coming out, but we've got a pretty low economy from Keeping Wera. Do you think he's going to be able to produce enough Zealots to fight this off?
Well, it's all about micro right now. Every probe he gets, he's just hurting his opponent's economy that much more. And look at this point in time, he actually can't stop Zealots from coming out here. Meanwhile, he is making probes, and this is exactly what I was talking about. You can do this rush at Starcraft 1, and obviously it works at Starcraft 2. It's very hard to pull off. It's all very micro-intensive. But look, I mean, the probe count here, the yellow player has more probes. He has 15 probes to 11 probes here. And he's going to get, it looks like another one. Boom! Down to 10. He keeps sending Zealots in here.
Well, really, he's just got to keep the jjonga's got to keep Keeping Wera busy while he rebuilds his base and his main, and then is able to produce on a stronger economy, and then he'll be able to move out from there.
You're exactly right. Okay, he takes out another probe. We're down to 9 probes right now, and it's not stopping. He's continuing to send Zealots over here. He's getting a cybernetics.
The pylon has finally gone down, so the harassment from jjonga has been stopped.
Yes, it has been stifled.
Do you think it's done the damage that it's needed to do?
We'll take a look at our yellow player's base here, jjonga. He's got 2 gateways up. Cybernetics core has started up the same time as his opponent, and he has 17 probes compared to our red player who has 1 gateway up. Cybernetics core at the same time, and only 11 probes right now, and he's only mining 1 from gas. He's counterattacking down here, but honestly, he's going to get these Zealots out in enough time, it looks like, to hold this off.
And the cybernetics core is up, so as soon as he can get out of Sentry, he can block any reinforcements from Keeping Wera that are coming down. While Keeping Wera can produce the same units, he's only producing out of 1 gate compared to 2, and on a lower economy. So this might... It's all going to come down to how much damage that Keeping Wera can do to jjonga's economy right now to see if he can balance out what has been done to him.
Oh, he can't do anything now.
No.
I mean, he's got
3 more Zealots are coming up the
ramp. And he's charging. He's just got a micro, as long as he doesn't lose too many probes.
So it's 4 Zealots to 2 Zealots.
He's going for the probes. He takes another swipe. The probe count's starting to even out. 14 to 16 here. 16 for our yellow Protoss jjonga.
He's got a nice concave there with most of the Zealots being able to fight. Oh, he just got surrounded by the probes. Is he going to lose this entire army without doing enough damage?
And now Red is slightly in the lead for the probes. He's getting his gateways up.
This is such a close game, but also if you notice that once this settles out and they move into the mid-game when they both want to expand, jjonga still has his gateway blocking the natural expansion of keeping Wera.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. This is kind of an interesting game. I didn't. First of all, I expected the rush to actually work. Second of all,
well, the rush did work. It did do a lot of damage.
Yeah, but I thought he was going to actually end the game. I thought he was going to actually be able to get all the probes. Now he's counterattacking here. He realizes, wait a minute, my opponent probably doesn't actually have that many zealots. He just threw everything at me, and of course he has to catch up and tech. Meanwhile,
it's going to be 4 zealots versus 1 zealot and a stalker.
Yeah.
With nothing else coming out of that main, that one gateway that's outside of keeping Wera's base, but he does have the other 2 gates in his main. One's producing a zealot, the other's producing nothing. Oh, and the zealots just do a run by to try to go and do some damage to the economy.
And I don't know, he's got to be careful. He is going to corner the zealot and take it out, and boom, there goes the dynamite.
So 3 zealots versus a zealot and a stalker.
He's going to send this one over here to attack the probes, meanwhile. And once again, it's been a battle of probe slaying. They're actually right now dead even with probes, though, I want to point out.
Although that is changing very quickly.
And there's apparently a stalker down here. He's like, I'm getting out of here.
Warp gates out for both players. jjonga building his 3rd warp gate.
He's going to try to do a counter warp gate rush here. Pylon over here. 3rd gateway on the way.
A 4th gate coming out for keeping Wera. He might be going all in with this, or do you think he's just trying to put on enough pressure to put it back on even footing for both players?
You know, it's really hard to say. I mean, I think they both keep thinking that their counterattack is going to win, and maybe this one, well, nice stasis on the ramp, or force field on the ramp, excuse me, and he's cleaning up here. If that force field hadn't happened, I think the number of red Protoss units would have just gotten up there, keeping Wera. Doing some nice micro here. He needs another force field. He needs to warp in a few more units here. He's warping some zealots in there and some stalkers.
The pylon is done outside of jjonga's base, so keeping Wera is able to warp in units right in front of jjonga's base. 4 gates compared to 3 gates. The robo facility for jjonga is just about to finish, but I don't know if it's going to get the units out to be able to hold off this push.
Yeah, you know what? It looks like the 4-gate rush might actually break the 3-gate rush, because he did get the robo bay. He didn't stasis enough in time.
The robo was up, but he's not producing anything out of it, and it's going to go down before he can get out to any immortals or observers or anything that could help to defend his base.
Oh, man, I think this might be over. What an insane game. I mean, think of how this game actually started out, and like the situation that we're at now. It looks like it's a normal PvP, despite the fact that we had 2 guys doing insane strategies right at the start.
It's so great to see how StarCraft 2 is evolving to start from something that was like almost a build order win to something like this, where you start with a build, it does a lot of economy damage, but then it gets countered, and then you counter the counter, and you end up with something like this, where keeping Wera is almost taking out the probe line, but he's being fought back. This is an amazing game.
It's an awesome game we've had here. I think it is about to be over, though. It doesn't look like there's any way that jjonga could survive, but what an entertaining series. G freaking G. Damn, man, that was sick. Sick PvP. Whew.
Wow. So it started from Dark Templars, end of fast expansion versus Colossus. To a proxy gateway and pylons, mass proxy pylons. He actually lost, I think, 10 pylons in that rush.
2 back and forth counterattacks.
Wow.
That was just insane. What a series.
And this is only the round of 64.
I know, it's only going to get better and better and better as time progresses. I mean, as we get farther and farther. And we got tons of tournaments, man. We got not just this one, but 2 more this year. And then we're going to have many, many, many more tournaments coming up after that. So,
and what's even great is like we had 2,000 players come out for the pre-qualifier for GSL Open 1. And that was before GSL was on TV, before people realized how big this is actually going to become.
And it's been very big. Well, I got to say, recommend that game to your friends if they haven't seen anything, because that was pretty cool. That was a pretty wild PvP there. Really interesting when you see these two different styles and how they actually interact and everything like that. We're going to go to a commercial break here momentarily. Again, sorry for the technical problem there earlier. Something went wrong with my computer.
It's me.
We had to reset it. Torch did it. Torch did it. He's the new guy. And coming up next, Artosis is playing. And, Artosis is good. For those of you guys that don't know, I mean, he's beaten actually the vast majority of the people that are playing in this tournament in the Korean ladder. He's very, very good.
And one of the few Zergs.
Yeah, and one of the few Zergs. So he's playing with a race that is currently having the most difficulty. Now, he hasn't been able to play that much because we've been having to prepare for the show. But we'll see. We're going to go to a commercial break sometime soon here. Torch, are you enjoying this?
This is so much fun. Being able to watch it is a great experience, but then sitting it from this perspective, everything about this is amazing. I love GSL, I love GOMTV, and I love the future of what this is going to become.
Well, it's a real pleasure to have you here. We'll be right back.